channel. This is Sheila Cohoon with MiLocalRealty. I appreciate you coming back every week to check out the videos that I post. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a new video, which is every week. Recently, I had the pleasure of interviewing Felicia Marshall, pictured here. Felicia is an amazing RN. She's the owner and operator of Best Choice Senior Placement. What should families be looking for when they are looking for an alternative care facility for their loved one or themselves, I guess?
Yeah. So they should be looking at the level of care that the facility is able to provide. And that's going to be the basis of where you want to start. What kind of care do you need or does your loved one need? Is your loved one able to ambulate or walk on their own? Or is their gait unsteady? Are they falling all the time? Is your loved one able to feed themselves or do they need one-to-one feeds, meaning that someone sits with them and feeds them all their meals? Is your loved one able to remember to take their medications or do they need medication reminders or do they need someone to just give them their meds? Is your loved one able to to dress themselves or do they need help with dressing? So that's where we really want to start is what is it exactly that your loved one needs? Also, we want to know the patient to caregiver ratio. This to me is very important. How many patients are assigned to each caregiver? The state of Michigan says that nursing facilities can have up to 15 patients to one caregiver on night shift. And I know this is not the truth because I've worked 16 to 1 at a area nursing facility for 3 years on midnight. So there's a difference between what the law says and what people do. But that is a large volume of patients. And I'll tell you, we were not able to provide optimal care to all those people. Somebody's going to get the short end of the stick. And most of the time, it's the ones who are more stable, and we have to pay more attention to our more acute patients who are kind of, not doing too well. But that isn't fair to those who are paying their money every month. Families are expecting them.
It's the other person's money, and they should care as the other person.
Families don't want to hear, such and such was really sick last night. I didn't get a chance to go in and change your mom, So she sat in her diaper longer than everybody else. It's not fair because her money is still green like the next person. So that's something to consider too. Also, the licensed or unlicensed thing. I prefer to place our patients, well, all we do is place our patients in licensed facilities because we know that the state is watching them. And there is some accountability there. Would you rather an Uber driver pick you up who doesn't have a license or who has a license? I mean, same thing when you are placing your loved one. I'd rather place them somewhere where I know somebody's watching them closely. Also, too, what is the
license? Obviously, you're being held accountable to a higher standard by having that license. So
yes. And you can check on them yourself. So you can jump online anytime and see if there are any special investigations. So the state will come in when people call and complain and say, hey, my mom fell and I want you guys to investigate. And they'll put down what they found in that investigation. So that, I think, is a powerful tool for families who are in search of a facility. And you want to know the reputation of the place. The streets are always talking. People will give you their, input as far as if they've had a loved one or a friend of a friend who had someone somewhere. They'll let you know what they think. So that too is very important. You want to check to see is this place in your price bracket because they vary from our facilities start from $1,500 a month, and we have some as ritzy as $7,000 a month. So it just depends on what your budget is and what it is that you're looking for your loved one, and location. Where would you like your loved one to be? So if you drive around any day of the week, you'll see new facilities flying up every week on every corner. There's definitely a lot of places to place your loved one, but you want to make sure it's the best place for them and their needs.
Sure. So speaking about location, where is your general location that you work out of or from or into?
So now we have 28 houses that we work with between Macomb and Oakland counties. All of these houses I have had hospice patients in over the years. So they've taken care of all my hospice patients over the years, and I've had nothing but good results from them, which is why we refer them. Um, and our service, I should say this, our service is free to our clients. So we don't send you guys a bill. We're compensated from the facility once the placement is done. So we're kind of like the real estate agents of group homes. You
Yeah.
don't pay us out of pocket, but we are with you every step of the way. We book the appointments for you to see the homes. We go with you to the appointments and answer your questions because we're familiar with these homes because we've been in them for a while.
So you're paid through the facility.
Yes.
Once that patient is placed in that facility, then you
Yes.
get paid by that facility. So you don't
Yes.
have any allegiance to any one facility.
No.
Right.
No.
So that's really good for the patient because you're not just trying to get them into someplace. You're actually working
No.
for the patient.
Right. So
You know?
the facilities have to be um, the best for them. So every facility that we recommend, like I said, I've been in them with hospice patients, but they're all licensed, and I stay on top of that survey. So I'm always looking to see, are things going on in this place that are not favorable? Because I mean, yeah, I've had good experiences with them, but sometimes things change, and you have to be up on top of what's current. So are they having issues with staffing? Is there a report of abuse from someone or something like that? If there is, then they get from us. We will no longer place family members in that home. But so far, we've not had those issues. But I'm definitely always um, online looking to see what's going on with you guys.
That's great. That's great.
Well, you can reach us at 586-648-6165. That's our office number, but it comes directly to our cell phones. And I speak of our, meaning more than just me. It's my husband also, Willie Marshall. He's a certified nursing assistant and has worked with elderly individuals. So our love of our elders is why we're in this business together. So you can also reach us on our website, bestchoiceseniorplacement.com. It's just our plain little website, but you can reach us there. There are forms and things to fill out on that. And we're on Facebook too. So Best Choice Senior Placement, you can search us that way or at Best Choice MI.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time today. And let your husband know that I do appreciate that he allowed you to have some time away this morning to be able to do this interview. It was so very educational for me. And I hope people have found great value in it. If you have found value in this interview with Felicia, please make sure you comment below. And don't forget, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I post a new video. Have a great day.
Bye.